Okay. These projects are inspired by a long tradition of community muralism that really started with the Wall of Respect in 1967 in Chicago, because it was one of the first projects that we're aware of where the mural process was not only for people in a local neighborhood or community, it was also about them, and it used their help in the creation of the design and the actual painting. And this was coming out of other struggles that stemmed from the civil rights movement, where people were trying to have more of a voice in public life. So about 20 years ago, right about the time I was getting out of graduate school, I was really frustrated as an artist. And I'd been thinking about public art a little bit, so I went down to the art library and I pulled out a book called Toward a People's Art. It was supposedly about the community mural movement, which I didn't know existed at the time. And I was going through the pictures, looking at these fabulous murals that were obviously by people in neighborhoods and about real issues, And I came to this page 140. I had this amazing, overwhelming sense of deja vu looking at the photograph. And the caption reads, Ruth Felton, Miller School Mural, 1975, Evanston, Illinois. And gazing across this photograph, I realized that I was in it. With a pencil in my mouth, I was one of the young muralists working alongside Ruth Felton on this mural. I guess I saw it as a sign. So 20 years later, here we are, inspired by the tradition of the community mural movement, bringing people together to talk about the issues that matter to them most, and then collaborate as a group to translate those experiences into large public murals. We began in the spring of 2010 in Oklahoma, where communities across the state were encouraged to apply.
And so then here on my desk lands this application for a community mural project. And like, damn right, we can do this, we deserve it, and it would indeed just give you that one more relationship building project.
Hi, Spot.
This is together painting. Togetherness.
Oh.
It's so much fun.
I need to know if you're on board for this mural project. We may not get it, but I want to know that you know about it. I'd like to put the bank's name in here. I'd like to put the Lions Club name in this application. I'd like to put the Tonkawa tribe in this application. And they all said, yes, of course. Of course, put us on there. Maybe thinking, this ain't gonna happen. We're not gonna get the only mural in the entire state. And then we get a notification that we're a finalist. So then I get to tell all these entities, guess what? They're coming to see us. They're like, what?
So we get a call from Dave Lowenstein, and he basically proposes to us that there's a project going on in Oklahoma. It's going to be a 3-month thing, and it's a mural project. That's what we know.
He had seen some murals we made in Junction City, Kansas, and he asked if we would like to be mural assistants on the project. Exactly 2 weeks after, we are packing our bags, and we're traveling to a town of 3,000 people where we're gonna live for the next 3 months.
When we get to town, we stop by the place where we're gonna be staying, which ends up being the Rest in Peace Bed and Breakfast. A bed and breakfast that exists above the Tonkawa Funeral Home.
Let me tell you the story of Tonkawa. Pulling up to Tonkawa's lone stoplight at the corner of Main and Grand, I recognize features common to many small towns in the Midwest. The 2-block downtown with as many vacant storefronts as those doing business. The water tower emblazoned with the high school basketball team's recent state championship, and at the heart of downtown, standing taller and sturdier than any building in town, the Co-op grain elevator. For someone like me who grew up in a big city, towns like Tonkawa often elicit a hard-to-pin-down emotion of a sort of quaint sentimentality mixed with concerned sadness. I love the look of these places, the unrefurbished beauty of bricks and boards that have been worn and colored by time, but I'm also aware that these weathered surfaces may be signs of the precarious economic position they are in.